Mauler has very quickly released his unbridled rage for Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is crazy. In the world of EFAP and shit, and Mauler's release schedule with how busy he is with like open bar and the EFAP things and Friday Night Tights appearances and the scripts he's working on for his own movies and all that stuff, this is a sign. This came out quick. And let me just say, have you guys ever wanted someone to tear down Mauler? Is anyone else out there sick of him ruining their favourite fucking properties with his meandering, long-winded, oh, I'm so objective opinions? Yeah? You been waiting for that? Well, guess what? Today's the day that also does not happen. For fuck's sake. I was waiting for this. I said in another video I love Spider-Man, and I do. I still like it. And I was waiting. I watched EFAP and everything, so I am up to date. And this dropped this morning when I woke up, so I was listening to it at work. And I was laughing my ass off. But this is why Mauler is actually an asset to our community. I fully acknowledge that I have that gene in me, that musical scores and emotional beats. And I guess personally, what's the right way to describe this? Personally relatable content can totally possess and hijack my logical faculties. They're not as trained as Mauler. And this is why he is such an asset, because he devoted himself with his YouTube career to storytelling. It's always the script, and anything else that might be a plus or negative, acting, performances, beautiful spectacles and stuff, can be acknowledged, but they live or die by the logic of the script and the soundness of the story. And he's done it again. He talks about like Peter's lack of agency, the moral atrocity that is Jean Grey, the ineptitude of Spider-Man and Punisher, forgiving her, totally overlooking it, the entire narrative of the movie just not even addressing it, the pointlessness of the cameos, it's a lot of sound moral complaints, like the hijacking of Hulk's mind, whether Hulk's been written well or not, it's beside the point. What we've been presented with Hulk, having that violated from another character and then having him incarcerated as a result. The bait and switch of the other cameos, I'm not so much against that. I do have my other things that I do keep a hold of while I let go of what I could push back against, where I'd be like, yeah, but I like it because of this. Like, Spider-Man does have agency to me, and then you get shown a bunch of examples, like when his AI is just flat out prompting him to the next quote-unquote mission. It's like, well, yeah, I totally get what he's saying. He's right. So sorry, guys. I do like tricking people, though. I was doing it in another video. This is the only time you will get an approximate of me explaining myself. I don't believe in that. I think that if this channel of mine ever gets any traction, I don't care. I don't do it for that. It's for my own expression and catharsis. But you'll just know what my personality's like. And I was doing it before where it's like, Mauler, you fucking fun-ruining cunt. It's hyperbole, guys. It's a fucking joke. I'm a big fan of Mauler. I've been listening to and watching him since The Last Jedi. Last Jedi Unbridled Rage. Because he was the first channel that I felt captured everything that I can't articulate and has the vocabulary to eviscerate it in much funnier and thorough terms than I can muster. So this isn't Mauler ruining fun. It's him just doing his job. So sorry if I led anyone to this video thinking, fuck, finally someone's going to actually push back against him and win. No, it's not to say he's invincible. I'm sure there's some takes out there that can be argued with, but so far, like I said in another video with Man of Steel, I love Man of Steel. He eviscerated that movie, and I was like, fucking hell. So I'll end this with the exact same sentiment that I did in the other one, and that is, you are welcome to be moved, brought to tears, and rendered awestruck by the media you consume. But when someone is able to point out the flaws in the writing, plot holes, etc., just accept them. You can still like the thing, even if it's written poorly. And Spider-Man is filled with flaws, filled with them. And that being said, I do still love it. I love it. It really hits home to me, the emotional beats in that, despite the contradictive writing, especially when it relates to where Spider-Man was in No Way Home. Mauler also mentions that he was left with a fucking sewing machine, and now he's got an AI and a piece of tech that can rewrite your entire genome and to the implications of it, and he goes on and on and on. Man, sorry, everyone who's a critic of Mauler, go nuts. You don't have to fucking like the cunt, obviously. But the crusaders out there that wage war on the quote-unquote grifters, like Critical Drinker and Gary and Mauler and Rags and Fringy and everyone, it's just too bad for you cunts. Like, these guys are good at what they do, and I consider them valuable because they give me a way to train that part of my mind that I'm lacking, so I don't become like one of these psycho cunts that are against him, because I do get moved by the emotional parts in that. And then you watch a review of someone like a fucking Birdman or some shit, and how pissy he gets in his Expose the Grift videos at these guys. It's like, fuck, man, I refuse to be like you. Insufferable cunt. Anyway, I'm going to let Mauler wrap this video up. So, oi, long man, you fucking son of a bitch, you fucking piece of shit. Nah, good stuff, good video. You're a sick cunt. I'll let him wrap it up because he's actually fucking funny the way he talks about this shit as well.
On a character, plot, world, and thematic level, this is an infected dumpster fire stuffed to the brim with stapled, hollow corpses forced to bounce in the hopes that the audience might think a story is taking place, showing us, truly, that there are no more stories to be told in the MCU. Ultimately, we have abandoned long-developed character journeys, a binding thematic underpinning through an agency-plotted path in a harsh world with little to spare, and the sacrifice made from Peter Parker providing the entire trilogy thorough and united meaning in exchange for a bargain bin wonky rehash No Way Home DLC and wrinkles on the Spidey suit. To conclude, the Punisher is an assassinated, brain-dead pussy. Spider-Man is a stalking loser with broken principles who can't stand on his own 2 feet. Jean Grey is a barbarian scumfuck sadist that deserves to take up residence in the Earth's core, whether or not the Punisher and Spider-Man sell their souls to defend her. Hey, Disney, little tip. If you want me to sympathize with a torturing, sexual assaulting, sadistic murder hobo, maybe don't make her targets completely innocent people or that add nothing to her goals whatsoever. The Hulk is humiliated again. The Hand are goons for hire waddling about in an office. Yelena is a rancid potato seething in a sauna, desperate as fuck to claw her way to a single fan actually wanting her in any MCU project. Scorpion, Ramrod, Boomerang, Tombstone, and Tarantula are nothing more than a key jangle. Jean DeWolf is a superfluous stapled-on babysitter when Yelena isn't doing the exact same thing, when the DODC isn't doing the exact same thing, when Peter's A fucking I isn't doing the same damn thing. MJ and Ned function as annoying timecode vampires until repeating a shittier version of the prior film's ending. The plot, world building, and thematic value is in the damn toilet. They honestly did so much worse than I could have expected. So many effects still look like shit, the fights are disposable, the swinging is still worse than even the TASM movies, with Tom Holland's performance basically carrying the whole thing. Oh, but they paid lip service to the comics, guys. They paid lip service to the games, guys. Oh, but they have a suit with wrinkles, guys. Oh, they aren't spamming blue screen now, guys, even though they absolutely are. And all of this somehow means the film is good now. Can we, for once, just skip the hype period? Can we get to where everyone realizes how shit this movie is? And for the people saying we finally don't have Spider-Boy, you are correct, because now we have Corpo Spider-Baby. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some apologies to John Watts. If there's one thing you can say about him for sure, he's not a cretin.
I mean, there you go. Fucking hell, boys. Catch you later. Joys!